Hello, everyone. Welcome to part two of Ulfrig's Quest. I think the first time I attempted this, the stream cut out and I wasn't able to properly end it. That happens from time to time. And thinking I was talking to her, so I'm gonna resume. Those monsters at the gate, you find them troubling, do you not? It's true. Demons at our very gate. Coming through us sent me a vision of a dark, coddling evil creeping its way into town. But I can never discern its source. You must search the surrounding lands and learn where the hunger that moves came from. Evil, you say. You know, on our way here, we came across more than just you, Serena. We also ran into some oblins with wings like a fly. I remember it saying something about its master. Could it be that your goddess is warning? Could that be what your goddess is warning you about? It could well be. If only I could hear her voice more clearly. If only I knew the sacred rituals better, then I wouldn't have to guess. Don't be so hard on yourself. You're doing a fine job. Dealing with gods is always a tricky business. Bamboozled at every step you are. I haven't heard a peep from my god in a long time. Why? Why? What did I do to anger him? Your guess is as good as mine. Where should I start looking? Darkness. Thick, rustling darkness. The smell of dirt, moisture, and stone dust. And splashing waters. Waves crash one after another against the shore. That's what she is. Whatever that goddess is telling me, and she's never wrong. Look for a place that resembles this vision. May the great wolf's blessing be with you. I'd like to ask you something else. Tell me about Suri. Remember how I said you already knew? During the swift-pawed, the sharp-eyed. Her fur is whiter than the coldest glacier. She breathes in time and breathes out eternity. Those were the words my grandmother first used to describe her. She's the last goddess of chorus. Not the last one. And here in the that's not true, Ulbrig. Your god's a male god, so she said goddess specifically. Not the last. Sorry. Hamar, the heavenly griffin, still lives. Maybe other guys have survived as well, but I doubt there are many of them. You're right on that score. Tell me about yourself. What can I tell you? I am a shaman, the spiritual leader of our town, a gentle and wise mother who listens to anyone who comes to her with their woes. I keep the traditions of old Socorus, listen to Serena's will, and pass it on to the people. But if you ask Skrovan about me, you will hear that I am a pudent little girl with head full of old tales. Maybe so, I will show that stubborn fool how real old tales can be. How did you come to be shaman here? One moment. I'm delighted you ask. It's my favorite story. Every Socoran tribe must have a shaman who welcomes the newborn, bids farewell to the departed, gathers the people for celebrations, and communes with the gods. Such is the way I think Gurn has had a real shaman for a whole generation. People thought the goddess had abandoned us, but they themselves have long forgotten how to worship her. The sacred grove has filled with wicked things. It had been many years since anyone entered the shrine. I was a little tot, must have been no older than 5, when my grandmother let me out of her sight, and I ended up in the sacred grove. Everyone knew that place meant certain death, and yet I reached the very doors of the shrine and came back. Not a hair on my head had been harmed. The goddess kept me safe on my journey, and I remember her white, fluffy tail. I kept seeing glimpses of it ahead of me, and I remember the smell of apples in fall. You know, the big red ones? The ones that only turn sweet after the first frost hits. And after that, Serena began sending me visions, and eventually I took up vacant posts of shamans here in Gurdon. I remember it like it was yesterday, the warm, rough surface of the shrine's door under my finger. I wish I could touch it one more time. One sec, please. I need to look up something. Are you descended from the shamans of this place? I honestly do not. I honestly, I don't know. I think I am. Would the goddess have spoken to anyone else? I am sure the blood of Sakuran shamans flows with it in me. How did you learn about Sakuran's traditions? One can learn much by paying attention to the words of elders and reading the right books. When I was little, I learned all the Sakuran tales by heart. About the Griffin brother, the bear people, the black mage, it was all enthralling. And when I grew up, grandmother gave me the books she had inherited from her grandmother. So that's how it is, books and grandmother's tales. That's all that's left of our people. And not even 100 years have passed. What's your opinion of Skavorvin? So obviously we don't get along too well, isn't it? Whenever I see him coming along the road, I already know 2 of us are going to fight like cat and dog. Sorry. Just recovered from cold or something. Just can't stand it. Every part of me rebels against his disregard for our traditions. Mages, Numerian technology, he drags anything and anyone into his so-called clan without a second thought. All that matters is that it works, ancestral experience be damned. What he doesn't understand is that the body must be one with the soul. You cannot give up on your heart to save your body and remain yourself. Why just look at the hunger that moves? It looks alright. The shell's alive, but peer inside and you'll see a terrifying void. That's harsh. Compare a corpse stuffed with flies to your own chieftain. But sorcerers and Numerian metalsmiths, they're no laughing matter. You're right about that. Thank you for your answers. I hope my words will help you. I have to go. May the great wolf bless your every step in these lands.
So exciting! With grace? friendship lasts forever. Uh-huh. This is my time to shine. How cute!
Unfortunately, I have some bad news. After I got my controller replaced with stick drift, it's apparent that this one has stick drift too. And I haven't even had it for a year. Which is no good. That's far enough. I told you 100 times there's a quarantine. Stay on your side with the rest of the afflicted. The healers will arrive soon. Chieftain's orders. I'm an honored guest of your chieftain. Why not say you're the goddess yourself while you're at it? My orders are not to let anyone through, so I'm not letting you through. I'm about to knock out every tooth you have. Fine, fine. I see you're not one to mess with. Go on, I don't want any trouble. Well,
With grace?
didn't want to threaten violence, but he left me with no choice.
Uh-huh. This is my time
first
to
attempt
shine.
to persuade him to get out of the way was unsuccessful.
How cute! So exciting!
Welcome, I'm Aries Cassie. Thanks for coming to my humble shop. Goran's guests are my guests. Where are you and your companions from? I'm a crusader from Dresden. A crusader from Dresden? Imagine that. Very interesting. I usually see Numerian travelers here and the occasional Yugoslav. You are a special visitor. But anyway, forgive my curiosity. Imagine you have questions, or would you like to see my merchandise? Show me your wares. Of course, I have excellent articles at good prices too. That could be potentially interesting. That'd be good, but I already have a set of armor that gives me 3 damage resistance. I'll go ahead and take that wand of displacement and wand of haste. That's good. This is good too, but I don't have the money for it. Arrow guard's not bad. Might as well buy those out. Okay, that's good. Pretty sure I already have that though. That's a good sword. Actually, I need to look and see what she has.
Is there trouble?
I'm gonna go ahead and use that pearl since no one else wants to use it. Oh, she doesn't have much on. I need to fix that. See, someone's in the party, so welcome. Make yourself at home. I'm just setting some items up. That would probably be good. Maximize. Okay, I was checking to see if I had the quick and standard one, not the lesser one. That one's a good one to have. A little upset I didn't have that on That allows me to cast 2 spells in one round instead of 1, provided they're 6th level or lower. The lesser one only does up to 3rd level spells. And I'll do the wand of haste. Also keep some room up for her to have some scrolls equipped, because she's a scroll servant, and she's really good at using scrolls. Yeah, she just...
For idling.
I'll be drained of money, but hey, this is a good purchase. Pretty sure I have a magician's ring, so... Scorching bracers, here I come.
A sweet smile, a gentle voice, and kind words will help me win their hearts. And if that fails, I'll use my sharp nails instead.
I may have to come back here with my other character and get this for her, because this is a really good item. I get like 3 Scorching Rays at 12th level. And the DC of all my evocation spells go up by 2. Yep, I have Magician's Ring.
A simple smile goes a long way. With grace.
Who are you? I used to be asked that a lot back when I just came here. Your question almost transported me back to those days. What used to be my answer? I'm a foreigner, but you needn't be afraid of me. I am a Yugoshlav, but do weigh all the pros and cons of running a pitchfork through me. I'm a foreigner too, buddy. So I don't think you need to worry about me. There's some background information of his country. Thought that'd be nice for you guys to know. Those were the days, full of fuss and new faces. A pleasant memory. A lot has changed since then. I've settled down here, started my own business, put on a few pounds. Happy to make your acquaintance. My name is Aries Keel. I'm a rare breed around these parts, a merchant, and an outstanding one too, I must add. By the way, what would you say if this merchant had some business to discuss with you? Tell me what kind of business first. Fair enough. Information first, decisions later. You're a shrewd one. I could see that right away, and that's the reason I'm making this proposal. I suppose you've heard about the trouble at the Wolf's Goddess Temple by now. In case you haven't, here it is in a nutshell. For a long time now, the temple has been besieged by demons. The goddess's power prevent them from getting in, but they have no intention of leaving either. I managed to find out that the demons are likely coveting a certain knickknack that's inside the temple. Well, knickknack is one way of putting it. Some might prefer ancient relic. It's really just an old piece of wood with a rich history, but as long as it stays in the temple, those monsters won't leave the town in peace. If you happen to get inside sometimes, take a good look around. Ideally, I'd like you to acquire this item, but I would also welcome any information it is actually in the temple. And what does it look like? Where is it being kept? Get the idea? I'm prepared to pay handsomely for anything you can tell me about it. I'll look around the temple when I get the chance. You made me the happiest among merchants, glad to shake your hand and seal the deal. And remember, the reward will be very generous. I'm saying this in case you're not especially concerned about what will become of Gundren. Tell me about this place. It's a wonderful place. You have a bit of an acquired taste, quite old-fashioned, but you can feel its potential. Gundren can be much more than this. It's a shame not everyone who's in charge of its future sees that. What's it like living in Gundren as a youth stuff? If the locals looks could tell, if the locals looks could kill, but they can't, so it's admittedly tolerable. Yes, I'm a little unpopular. This is true, but you see, being an Yugoslav here is an indelible stigma. No matter how many years it's been, and will continue to be an honest shopkeeper, they'll always say, "Have a nice chap, sensible and honest, but still nuisance. So don't put your pitchforks away just yet. You understand?" What's the deal with Usha in this place? It's troubles of a bygone time. When old Socorus fell, a handful of survivors sought refuge in Usha, but the Ushas were afraid of the demonic scourge. Usha closed its borders to refugees, and the blockade had continued to this day. Yes, yes, it's an antagonism that goes back decades. The blockade is a deplorable misunderstanding stemmed from a lack of research into the nature of demons at the time. I was profoundly outraged to learn that the borders were still closed. While, of course, it was beyond my power to change that, I did all I could. I came here and opened my shop so that my merchandise might, in some way, relieve these people's hardships. That's mighty nice of you. And all the money you get is a nice bonus as well. What do you think of Yoshira? A wonderful woman of firm principles, a true Sokoran, although, between you and me, the total of her knowledge of ancient stories come from what her grandmother told her and what her grandmother had told her of what. You get the idea. She goes out of her way to revive old customs, but from where I'm standing, it sadly seems to do nothing to help Gorgon move with the times. Wouldn't you say forward is the only direction worth moving in? Time only moves forward. Be like time, that's what I always say. He who plows on ahead with no knowledge of the road will stumble onto a bog, or fall into a ditch, or break both his legs. The girl might not know our traditions very well, true enough, but at least she follows them. That ancient foundation of all organized religions. Observance without understanding. Let us pray to the holy I don't know what, and don't forget about donations. What do you think of Skilvorin? A most worthy man, courageous, honest, and a true leader. Another pleasant trait of his and his openness to new ideas, much as he strives to remain true to his Alcoran roots or his ideas of them. It's just that he lacks any flexibility in political matters. You see what I mean? And Gurren in badly need of allies. He's too ready to bend whatever way the breeze is blowing. Whoever heard of sorcerers in a chieftain's band? You know, it's not a good idea to trust everyone who's trying to make friends with you. Who wants oblins for allies? And allow me to assure you, I have no dealings with what you call them oblins. On the contrary, we're talking about honorable, respectable people whose favor will only benefit Gordron. I reckon you're no better than an oblin yourself. Look at your slimy smirk. I can see right away that you're up to no good. What do you think of the wolf goddess? A most interesting entity. In terms of power, she doesn't exactly rank with the likes of Madamine, of course, but she's powerful enough. It's sad to see people people's faith in Sokoran's guy waned by the day. A pity, but time passes and some things pass with it. What was before will never be again, nor will old Socorus ever rise from the ashes. No, but there's nothing stopping a new Socorus based on the old one from back, coming back and helping and enriching the world with its knowledge. Show the strange charm. This stone looks old and valuable. What do you think? It's nothing remarkable, an common cold item. Straight out of old Socorus, judging by its exterior. If you want to sell it, I can offer you 1,500. Sorry for not being able to go any higher. It's not what you call fast-moving goods. I think I'll keep the stone. I understand, and most versatile item. Perhaps one day you'll want to crack a few nuts, so you'll fish in your pockets, and that will be its finest hour. Well, I guess I don't get the option to change my mind.
Uh-huh.
I don't know what else the stone can do, so I'm not keen on selling it for money. It just feels like a mistake.
It's my time to shine. How cute! So exciting! With grace? Uh-huh. The world is full of wonder. This is my time to shine.
Looks like
How cute!
this guy made a mistake. Hey, my buddy. Why do you run away like that? He just looked at me and went all, I can't see. Why can't I see my hands? Where'd they go? Where'd my hands go? Sorry, bad cough. Still getting the final remnants of phlegm out of me. I've been sick for I think a couple weeks now. I suspected I had COVID, though I don't know for sure. Someone in my family tested positive for it, and I was around them, so put two and two together and get four. Am I dead? I'm sort of see-through. My mother told me drinking would be the death of me, and she was right. Help me, sister. You hear? Stay here while I think. Who are you? So you can hear me. Thanks, you're the protector. I'm Donick. I'm a local. I'm a friend. You're invisible. So not a ghost? Have I been cursed? Gramps do this to me for stealing his liquor? So you drank your grandfather's liquor? Well, yeah, why not? He's old, he doesn't need it. That crate just stood there gathering dust for goddess knows how many years. Sounds like your grandfather is an alchemist. Like me. No. He is? Come to think of it, the liquor bottles are a little small. Grandpa, why would you do this to me? You did it to yourself. You need to watch what you drink. Especially in a magical world. Stay here while I think of something. I'm staying. Just don't forget about me. I'm invisible, you know. I'd forget about me quicker than I could drop a gill.
So exciting! With grace? Uh-huh.
Are you the heroes who help fight off the hunger that moves at the gate? So you know how to handle those abominations. You can help me out too. I'm a bleaching. I can't really pronounce that. I'm an upstanding citizen and merchant in this town. Ask anyone. Everyone knows me here. I make a living bringing back certain goods from Numeria. Of late, however, I haven't been able to bring back anything. The hunger that moves is stalking the mountain pass, and now my caravan can't get through. If you help me, you can be sure I'll see to it that you're well rewarded. Let's trade, shall we? Why, a lady of such distinction will be much better served by Avon Castor. My merchandise is what it is. Simple artifacts for peasants like myself. Tell me what the problem is. I'll decide if I'm going to help you. There's not a lot to tell, really. Caravans bound for Numeria use the mountain pass. There's no other route, and it's there at the narrowest stretch that the hunger that moves has made its new home. My caravan has been attacked twice. I haven't seen it myself, obviously, but many of my people escape with their lives. Then, and they all say they were attacked by the hunger that moves. Now, everyone flatly refusing to go without heavy escort, but where am I supposed to find people to do the job? So Corbin has no manpower to spare on the account of the quarantine, so will you do it? I'll help protect the caravan. This place needs the goods anyway. That's great, that's great. My lads are sitting near the fisher folks' house by the wall. Tell them I sent you and they'll explain the rest. Why would the hunger that moves attack a caravan? That's a good question, but do I look like an expert in these abominations? On the face of it, there's no reason the hunger that moves should attack wagons, but for all I know, perhaps there's no other prey on the mountain pass, so it attacks whatever living flesh it sniffs out. What do you do in Gorgum? I bring back goods from Numeria. I'm a humble trader. And here in Gorgum, people like me are worth their weight in gold. We have to get some of our most basic items from Numeria, or we'll be truly miserable. What with Grisham imposing a blockade on us 100 years ago. That's where I come in. I bring back hardware, tools, fabric, spices, you name it. I have to go. May Serena bless you with good fortune.
This is my time to shine. How cute!
Greetings, I'm the owner of this small and cozy tavern. You don't look like a Global. Make sure you come by if you need a quiet corner to snooze in. This is just
So
a resting
exciting.
spot that we can use. We've been talking for like 40 minutes, so I think it's time we do something.
With
Let's
grace.
go help that caravan.
Uh-huh. This is my time to shine. How cute! So exciting!
Alright, let's just look around a bit. See if there's anything good.
With grace.
See, she's not in a talkative mood. He or she's not in a talkative mood.
Uh-huh. This is my time to shine.
Alright, yeah. The fact that one of my companions is a literal griffin ought to be very intimidating as well.
How cute!
Trisukino. Aparane sentes.
The world is full of wonder. So exciting!
Please, allow me.
I welcome your company.
Are we ready to move out?
Whoops. Shouldn't be using the quicken rod for that.
No time for idling.
There, we
With
got
grace.
buffs.
Uh-huh. This is my time to shine. How cute! So exciting! With grace. Uh-huh.
I'll have to renew that one
This is my time to shine.
Buff I had. Ah, you spoke too soon. I did kill them, but I brought. Hang on. You killed many people, now it's your turn to die. I did kill them, but I brought them all back, every last one of them. Look. Yeah, that doesn't make this any better.
Let's make this quick.
Please help me.
Just got started and
Patrizio Turino!
what should I do? Ah,
I will resist.
good job.
Simply business.
Away, you rascal!
Prepare yourself.
It's your time to cease to exist.
Patrizio Turino!
Healing and damage at the same time. Yep, I got it.
Your time is over.
Well, that does it for that swarm.
Desna, guide my hand.
You're in my way.
Patricio Murinos.
Now we have a little mystery of ourselves. You offend me.
Make your peace.
You had your chance.
Stand down.
I will resist.
Look at that crit. $124. That was good. Yeah, they have 47 armor class. That's why it's good to keep the bombs. Thinking you get past that high armor class because it doesn't really apply to touch attacks. Here, I'll show you. Very high armor class and flat-footed bonus, but very weak to touch.
Simply business.
I feel wounded.
Move you out of the way. That makes you invisible so that you don't provoke an attack of opportunity. Now for you. Yeah. See how I was having trouble hitting with my melee attacks? With the bombs I just threw, that's touch attack, and that bypasses a lot of their armor class. Now I could have gotten the one class that allows you to deal sneak attack damage, but I feel like the bombs are the better option, as it gives me options to deal with characters that have a high armor class, and I get some debuffs.
Prepare yourself.
It's your time to cease to exist.
Lavorare sette.
Well, there goes all the summoned creatures. Looks like he's the only one left. Damage reductions. Not very good in melee range. Oh, he's using stone skin. And he succeeded. Icy Prison didn't paralyze him. Oh well. Let me try to get rid of one of them. Nope.
Desna, guide my hand.
Alright. I could try hold person.
Lavorare sentes.
Oh, good. I got him.
Away, you rascal!
I could just stay up here. I could do that, but I don't want to do. I don't want to get rid of my debuff, and I'm not sure if that applies. Good damage.
Make your peace.
Is there trouble?
And that's game. We win.
How cute!
Yeah. It's unfortunate, but the problem's been dealt with now.
So exciting!
No. Though I wonder why he decided to do this.
With grace? Uh-huh. This is my time to shine. How cute!
I might go into that tavern after this. Though I might also do some more fighting. Might keep the stream up until at least the hour-and-a-half mark. Maybe the 2-hour mark, depending on how I feel.
So exciting!
Now let's go collect our reward for protecting the caravan.
Uh-huh. This is my time to shine.
It's always a pleasure to see you. What brings you to me? I'm all ears. Tell him what happened. The path to Mira is open. It wasn't the hunger that moves. One of my lads, a double-crossing necromancer? Serena, protect us. Dark things are afoot in Gordrum. You mock my words. As for you, many thanks for your help. From me, from my lads, and from the whole town as well. I have to go.
How cute!
Now about what I got. The item I got is more for him,
The
so
world is
first
full of wonder.
I forgot I have to revert him from a griffin so I can give him stuff. The bracers of the mighty boar. He gets 6 points to strength. And whenever charges using a natural attack, the first attack in the... Yeah, this is basically something for him. Does he have something... I know he gets something for here, that's why I haven't equipped anything there yet. But he gets a few item combinations of stuff that makes them really good. That was one of them. I should actually give him something. I'll give him that until I get the other item for him.
Whatever comes next, we'll be ready.
Adventures are exciting. So exciting.
Oh, let's help the invisible drunk next. Let's not forget about him.
Grace?
But I like doing the side quests before main quests. Though I know in Kingmaker, doing all the side quests first can backfire on you because you're timed on all the main quests you do.
Uh-huh.
I almost ran out the clock my first quest. Well, actually the second quest. And it devastated my kingdom. So when the main quest comes up in Kingmaker, you gotta do them immediately. Then you can do the side stuff. And you should do all the side stuff. Maybe I'll do a few side stuff before the main mission. But don't push it. Wolfstones welcomes you. Your fate is tied to Gorgon, or should I say its fate's tied to you. A curious thing happened to one of the townsmen. He drank a potion. And turned invisible. Can Europe preserve us? Where did they find a whole crate? No matter, we must help the forest sap, and quickly. You simply can't go around mixing potions so carelessly. Well, that's definitely true. You need to label that stuff. Make it clear that they know what's going to happen when they drink from it, instead of them finding out by chance and having something unfortunate happen. We should be very lucky that that wasn't a poison that could have killed him or severely crippled him. Bring me the vials left from whatever they drank, and here's a short list of things I need so you can obtain one from Kel, a merchant here from Yusuf, and the other from Scorvin. Once you have everything, I will help. Or should I start looking? Oh, we already did this.
This is
So
my
let's go
time
back
to
and
shine.
get the what they drunk.
How cute!
Yeah, thankfully all this stuff
So
is labeled.
exciting!
Makes it easier to find them. So let's get this. That's one thing we need there. Let's go to the
With
merchant and
grace.
get what we need from him. Now do this. You don't have to go to the wares and find it. You can just do show Yura's list. I need some items on this list. Some poor soul has turned himself invisible accidentally, but Yusha promised to cure him. Nothing rare. I'm not even going to charge you. I wonder why that chap wants to be visible again, considering the many clear advantages. You know what? Tell him to come over. Why trouble Yusha about some potions? Tell that the unfortunate that he actually is quite fortunate indeed, and that Raven Castle has an excellent business proposition for him. Yeah, I'm not going to do that.
Uh-huh.
I'm actually curious if you can actually do that. We gotta go over to the... Now we went the wrong way. We gotta go over to the chieftain
This
for the
is
last
my
item.
time to shine. How cute!
Yeah, we got
So exciting!
bodyguard. Hang on.
With grace? Uh-huh.
How did you even get across to this side? I'll have a few choice words with the guards at the crossing. Come on in since you're here. You might as ask for something from this list. If Yuna wants to help that dimwit, I won't object, except that I'm sick to the back teeth of him. His antics may be minor, but this molehill's already grown into a mountain. Tell him to come to me for the cure. I'll lock him up, let him sit and think for a while. Trust me, a day or two spent pondering his life choices will do wonders for him. I might as well talk with him while I'm here. Need any help with the quarantine? No, I'll handle it just fine. I've already sent off for a healer. Bonjour, my advisor took care of it. The healer is delayed in coming, of course. You'd think he'd hurry his nag a little after the fortune I paid him. Well, no point in fuming over here. He'll be here any day now. Why won't you let Yuzma help? If you talk to her, you'll probably understand the reason yourself. She's a heedless one. She believes Clinton will protect her from everything, and she'll walk through fire armed with that faith. And the disease is dangerous. 3 of our people have died already. That's why I put all the sick in one house and put a guard on the door. It's the safest thing to do until the healer gets here. There's something else. The reason why you're so troubled by the whole thing? The disease reared its head after the feast day. And do you know which feast it was? The one in honor of our wolf. Yuna is in charge of the preparations every year. So she torments herself, she feels guilty, and it takes a clear head to deal with any serious job. You have an advisor? His name is Borjavor Dwarf. I brought him all the way from Numeria. He was in my party. He wasn't much use in combat, but he has applied himself here. What do you know about the disease? Bah, barely anything. It all began right after the feast in honor of our Celestia. They hadn't even taken the garlands off the gates that evening when the first one fell sick. Maybe they brought in the disease along with some foreign goods. Maybe it's something else, but people are hurting and dying. Talk to Bozier, he can tell you more. Your people might not last until help arrives. I am aware. But what do you suggest I do then? I can't get a healer from Ustra. Its borders are closed. Not that I want anything to do with those ghouls. Alright, it can't hurt. Go and have a look if you like. I'll tell my people to let you go where you please, but Ustra is not allowed to go anywhere near the sick. If you figure out a way to weed out the disease, come in and we'll talk. I'll talk to you about something. What are your thoughts on Gurgrun? What's... What a thing to ask. I'm the chief here, you know. My thoughts, they are all... They're the same thoughts as any good father has on his own child, for all their thoughts that are still my child. I think I regret every day I spent away from this place. This is my home, my tribe, and my tribe needs me. I won't let its spirit stiffen and waver, bound by old traditions, mage technology, even honored devils for crying out loud. We will absorb it all and turn it to our benefit. One way or another, Gurren will live. I am listening to you, and I don't know what to make of it. On the one hand, Chief, I'll put it plainly, you're talking nonsense. When has in sorcery ever helped us? But then again, you've got the Sokoran spirit. You're talking Blanderdash, and you're talking like a chieftain. What are we supposed to do, friend? Old Sokoris died 100 years ago. The whole world's been turned upside down. What used to be reasonable is madness now. And what sounded like madness now makes sense. Times have changed. But our spirit's the same as ever, no matter what century we're in. Tell me about yourself. I am the chieftain. You see the sword? I got it from my father, and he got it from his father, and he got it from his. And the one who originally forged it and let it drink the blood of his enemies was a Sokoran chieftain, many moons before the fall of this land. And what was his name? Tell me, chieftain. What is your clan name? And what is the name of this fine sword of yours? Want to test me, do you? Very well, I present myself as is proper. I am Kokora Dari, son of Avandari, grandson of Walter Dari. Our clan was founded by Torsvinjari, the great smith who trapped Dragonflame in his forge. As for my sword, its name was lost along with our homeland. My grandfather died defending his home when my father was just a babe. The sword survived, but my grandfather took its name to his grave. Unfortunate. May I take a look? I knew your great-great-grandfather, Wilbur Dari, and this blade, I've seen it in battle. Its name is Dawn Cutter, and I see that you have not dishonored it or your ancestors. Dawn Cutter. Thank you. Never have I been given so precious a gift. Dawn Cutter sounds pretty cool. What are these metal things on the wall? Oh, these? Everyone here gawks at them, but I got used to seeing them back in Numeria. That machine can predict the coming of the rain. That one tells time, and this one's just a trophy, a mentor of a glorious past of a Numerian mercenary. Yes, I'm telling you this opening, my band and I were not ashamed of it. You're not ashamed, fair enough, but you got nothing to be proud of either. You're wrong. A victory is a victory, even if it's in a foreign land and a foreign war. Without those victories, without the trophies and experience we bought back from Numeria, you think Goron would still be standing here today? What's your opinion of Sierna? Usually does good work. She's a fine lass. I have no quarrel with her as the tribe shaman. Those old traditions of her, on the other hand, how are we supposed to get anywhere if we're always looking over our shoulder? Unit has to understand, everything changes in this world. We must change along with it. What matters is what you hold in your heart, and that's where I hold Sokoris. Yes, this is Numerian armor, but underneath it, I'm still the same descendant of a Sokoran chieftain. I swear it in Christian's name. There are some things you shouldn't do for the sake of surviving. There are some things that shouldn't be changed. Listen to the shaman chief. It's a century-old tradition for every tribe to have its own shaman, and there's a good reason for it. Maybe you're right, but it is also a century-old tradition that the chieftain and the shaman have to be at each other's throats. Is it also a century-old tradition that the chieftain and the shaman have to be at each other's throats? It is, and that's the truth. Thank you for your answers. You're welcome. I have to go. Right you are. No time to be sitting idle. We all have business to take care of.
This is my time to shine. No challenge at all.
The owls crow. Yeah. Oh, I was actually mistaken. The combo item I was talking about wasn't the bracers I got. It was the owls crows in the boots. Now that I got the owl's crow, I'll give it to him. No one else. He's the only one in the party that can use it to its max potential. So it makes sense that he gets it. Yeah, but I may need to get that from him at a certain point in the game. Because there is a point in the game where you're going to want to have good damage against swarms.
Don't know how I ended up here, but here I am.
Friendship lasts forever. How cute!
Oh, wait, I forgot to talk to his advisor. You have to go back in there. Actually, no. I'll come back a little later. I'm going to finish the quest where I help the drunk guy become visible again. Then I guess I could go in there. I might as well make this a 2-hour stream. I'm actually thinking about doing a stream or two of a third run through I'm doing in Pathfinder Kingmaker. I already did a complete walkthrough of that, but I could still show what I'm doing. I'm being a barbarian for that run. One that actually gets really good damage resistance. He's been really good, actually. I have everything you asked for. Wonderful, and in such a short time, too. That's how I do things. Quick and efficient. You're welcome. Tell him to drink this, and all will be as it should. May the great Cena bless him. I have to go. May the go. Yeah.
This
I've heard
is
that
my
before.
time to shine.
Now let's go over to him.
How cute!
Yeah, looks like we got 3 options. One, I can tell him Eric Critic can help you. The one where the chieftain can help him, which will just prison him, and then there's the good option, which basically gives him the potion that will make him visible. I'm gonna do this one. That's an interesting flavor. Raspberry and wolf fur, is it? My body, my dear old body. Thank you, thank you. From now on, I'll be drinking only the tried and true stuff, I swear. I mean, I won't be drinking anything at all. I swear on, because this is tail I won't. Yeah, sure.
So exciting!
Yeah. So much for not drinking anything else again. Can't even lie good about it. Well, we did 2 side quests. We gotta find the lair of the hunger that moves. We gotta deal with the quarantine here. Yeah, we also... I have to use the restroom. I'll be right back. Okay, I see I got a second person watching. Welcome to the stream. Welcome. We just helped a drunk guy become visible. It was a side quest, so trying to figure out what to do next. Yeah, I guess we can help them deal with the disease. So let's go back over to the chieftain's hut and see what we can do.
With grace? Huh? This is my time to shine.
Borjor, advisor to the chieftain, at your service, Outlanders. I am strongly advising you against looking into this matter. Why would framed warriors like you concern yourself with the quarantine? But I won't go against the chieftain's orders. Ask me whatever you want to know. Actually, as warriors, it's our job to help the people. And technically, we're more... Actually, yeah, we're warriors. We're adventurers, too, so... Adventurers help people out, and in exchange, they get paid for doing so. That's how it works. How long have the people been ill? A couple days, since